Hello and welcome everyone to this very special last minute episode of I don't know, Katie's Ed Show. There's not really a name for it.
Original.
I'd like to welcome my friend Steven, call me ignorant, to the
Hello.
channel. Welcome, Steven.
Hi. How's it going?
You guys know him. He's been here
Mm.
before. Also, you just
Yes,
heard his voice singing my intro
absolutely. I was grooving out. Good song.
to your own music.
Yes, it was fantastic.
It's a really good song.
Hope you were well,
Um,
everybody.
First things first, thank you so much, Ron, for the super chat. We will give Xena a treat to start the show off with. Just so you guys know, over here on this channel, welcome, by the way, if you're new, and welcome back if you're old.
We
When
love
you
the
do,
olds.
all the olds are here.
Yeah.
When you support the show or the channel in any way, my co-host Xena gets a mini milk bone. So we're going to do that right now. Thank you, Ron. Here goes Xena. Yay.
I might have an applause thing.
I used to have a soundboard, but then my audio technician told me I needed to unplug it because I don't know.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that well. It was a wise decision from your sound tech.
So I wanted to go live tonight because there was a school shooting very close to my house. I mean, not super close, but close enough. Close enough for it to have affected me emotionally at work today.
It did hit close to home. I mean, if you know like trigonometry, someone might be able to find your place, but could you give me like a radius type deal?
I'll show you.
Oh.
We'll show you a map. I'm not going to show them where I live.
I was like, this time I will not say the name of your hometown on air.
Yeah. Thank you. I think you've only done that like 4 or 5 times.
Twice. I remember both of them. Yeah. It was on your show and on my show.
And on your show. Yeah. So this is Appalachia High School. And
okay.
You can see,
you can see
where we are. There's Lake Lanier right there, and Atlanta's over here.
Okay, gotcha.
So not too far. It's like maybe an hour from here. So this afternoon, I get a text from my mom, from Yo Mama in the chat. Welcome, Yo Mama. Good to see you. And she said she sends me crime stuff all the time. So sometimes I kind of ignore it while I'm at work, and I check it later.
Yeah.
But I got several right in a row, and it was like breaking news happening now. Honestly, if I had been working from home today, I would have taken my lunch break and went live right then to cover it. But
would you have gone? Would you have gone there?
No. I mean, if it was like a protest or something like that happening, maybe. But I mean, a school like I don't want to get in their way.
Yeah. That's definitely true. But I mean, I'm saying that the scene of the crime is more what a crime reporter does anyway. Like that's more the place that it would be if you're just doing the crime thing. So it is a little bit. I mean, like it would not be right to do how I do and be like, yo, what's up? Like, but I don't know. Like there's a way of covering it.
I could probably went there and just stayed out of the way. I just imagine there's probably a lot of parents who don't know if their kids are okay or not, trying to find them. And, I don't want to add to that madness or whatever.
Yeah.
So let's get into it. I just wanted to go over. I haven't really watched the news because I was at work all day. So we're just gonna watch.
Do you know any details? Like, could you give me a TLDR right now? Because I just know, like, I guess know the guy's name. Like his name.
I just saw that before we went live, and I haven't even read it yet. But I know that it was a 14-year-old kid. 4 people are dead. At one point, I had heard 30 injured, and then another one I heard 9 injured. So. I'm not sure, but I have a press conference pulled up that we'll watch, so we might find out.
All right. Well, let's there's a few really good news Twitters that are updating.
Oh, do you want to send them in the private chat and I can pull those up too?
Yeah, well, yeah, I can do it. I can do a little bit of reporting right now. If
okay,
2 students, 4 people dead.
Do you want to share your screen or not so much?
I'll just read it.
Okay.
2 students, 2 teachers dead at Appalachia High School. Gunman surrendered to school resource officers, so he's alive. And the suspect is. Can I make a joke real fast?
You can make all the jokes you want. It's my channel.
If I tweeted out, I might have deleted it because no one liked it. But if when you see a school shooting, especially in Atlanta, if
Mhm.
you don't think like there's obviously it's sad, that might be your first thought, but in your first couple thoughts, if your thoughts aren't like, okay, so black or incel, like there's only two, and also a nod to the Asians. Not to make this totally funny, but there have been a couple big time
Yeah.
Asian ones in the past 10 years. Like I think the Virginia
Virginia
Tech
Tech.
one, yeah, that was an Asian dude, and there was this workplace one.
Oh,
Yeah, that was an Asian guy, also by Virginia or something like that. But anyway, yeah, so it sounds like
interesting.
a white guy. Colt
Usually
Gray.
Atlanta, though, but this is outside of Atlanta. You know, you saw the map. It's
Yeah.
outside of Atlanta.
Yeah, Colt Gray. That would be a pretty badass man's name. I mean, black man's name. If a black dude was named that, it would be cool. That's a white name, you know.
Is that the guy's name? Like I said, I haven't even read it.
Colt Gray is his name.
Colt Gray.
Colt Gray.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So 2 students, 2 teachers dead in Georgia high school shooting. A 14-year-old student at Appalachian High School in Winder, Georgia, was in custody and will be charged with murders, officials say. The lockdown alert flashed on a screen in Stephen Crayburl's classroom at Appalachian High School as the gunfire started. This is just that person's story. Let's watch the.
Okay.
Oh, this is from like inside the.
Is there sound for you?
There's no sound.
Oh, okay.
There is sound.
Wow.
My bad.
Yeah. Winder, Georgia.
I'm a professional.
Okay, so
evacuated people. Come on now.
Far left. Just move with purpose. Come on.
crime, right?
4 people were killed in the shooting at Appalachian High School in Winder, Georgia, officials say. At least 9 others were hospitalized with injuries.
Yeah, he's 14. That's crazy.
Judd Smith. By the way, how good is the sheriff named Judd Smith?
Great name.
Winder,
Strong
Georgia.
American name, yeah.
Sheriff Judd Smith of Barrow County said that 1 person was in custody. Family members rushed to the school to pick up their students. This right here is what I was afraid I'd get in the way of. If somebody's looking for their kid and there's just extra people there, you know what I mean?
That would be bedlam. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, really sad.
It took us a while before we realized that she wasn't one of the victims. I mean, it was what, a good 45 minutes, probably an hour before we got word that she was okay. It was very terrifying. It's the least thing you expect to happen.
I don't know how to explain the feelings. I mean, the fear. I have 2 children that go to Heyman Morris, which borders this school, and so first thing was immediately calling the schools. Then the text messages and stuff started coming through from the schools. Terror, absolute terror.
Yeah, look at all those students.
wow.
Appalachian High School shooting suspect identified.
Yeah, full press conference.
Yeah.
This one seems real. I mean, as a conspiracy person myself that thinks some of them have been,
Oh, for sure.
fabricated. This one seems real.
Have you watched this press conference yet?
No, I've seen a couple clips, but
Let's see what the chat is saying. Hello, chat. I didn't even say hello to you guys. Ron,
yeah, it's
Erica.
weird. I said hi to them before you. I need to get in their good graces though. The
yeah,
chat
absolutely.
is not into me. Your chat has turned on me in the past.
Have you guys turned on Steven?
I don't. Well, that would require them to liked me in the first place.
Right.
Yeah.
Erica, good to see you. Yo Mama, of course, always a pleasure. Loaded Wrench. K-Bot Video.
Yeah.
Unusual suspects around here today. It's because it's a Wednesday night instead of Sunday afternoon. So I'm getting the church crowd in today. Screwed Up Rebellion. Yo. I think that's everybody.
Yeah.
And
Loaded Wrench. This is a really interesting comment right here. Wrench says it's sad. It really is. But in all honesty, I'm kind of used to it from a bystander point of view, which is even sadder. Yeah, man. It's like the pure clown pill. When I'm on air, I have to constantly be like simmering down on the jokes. It's not that I don't care. It's that it's just, man, it's like the same song over and over. And it's like, it's really bad how what's the word? Desensitized.
Oh yeah.
We
Totally
are to this.
desensitized.
Yeah. Because we could just joke about it all day. And sometimes people like that, but in the Leo Frank instance, people
That's what I was
like,
going to bring up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
People were big mad
Yeah.
when we covered Leo Frank. But here's the thing, it
Clown
happened
pill,
100
black
years
pill.
ago. Like, what is it?
Yeah,
too
that's
soon?
pretty bad. That's pretty bad.
It was 100 years ago. Also, I think the people who want serious true crime reporting shouldn't be here, because the way I get through stuff like this is to make jokes. The way I get through any sad situations is to make jokes. I was making jokes at my father's funeral, because that's how I get through. Yeah.
But there's a joke. I mean, context matters, but this cultural stuff, I mean, like I'm a super pro white guy or whatever, and this is a white dude, and he's like, there's jokes to be made about this, even though that he is like I am kind of a 36-year-old white incel. I don't mean, I would never shoot up anything, but I'm sure that he's one of, there's been, who's the younger guy, the younger shooter, not the Unabomber, but there was one recently that had like right-wing interesting ideas, that was like a writer. I don't remember who he was, but it's like,
remember.
Yeah,
Not the most recent, not the Trump shooter. It was a different one.
Yeah, I don't know. Either way, yeah, I mean, the amount of time that needs to go by before it's inappropriate is minuscule to me, and that's because that's a problem. Yeah, I would say.
I remember a couple of years back. Remember when I used to not show my face on the internet, but I made a lot of memes. I did a whole series on 9/11 that people were mad about, but it's 20 years ago. It's not too soon anymore. I don't think it was too soon a week after. Like, Gilbert Gottfried was making jokes a week after. It's fine.
Yeah.
That's
because of the conspiracy angle. It's because, people, it's not really, I don't know. Some people are really offended by it, but I think that it's just because they don't want you to know about it.
Don't think about it.
Who's JC?
Hey, JC.
Oh, JC. Cool. What's up, man?
Do you know JC?
I went on Horseshoes and Hand Grenades. So if he's from that show, then I know him.
Okay. Well, I was in Horseshoes and Hand Grenades chat last night, and JC just was talking to me, and his avatar looks so familiar, and I think I know him from somewhere else, but I don't know where. It's driving me nuts.
I like the cowboy hat with the wink. That's anyway. Yeah, let's watch a little bit of this
press conference.
What has changed? We know at least 4 dead, 9 taken to area
hospitals. Does it sound quiet to you? I think there's something wrong with my headphones.
No, it sounds great.
Okay.
Hospitals with severe injuries. Judd Smith, the sheriff, will no doubt lead this news conference up there, but a lot of long faces, as you can imagine. This has been an exhausting day for officials as they've worked to not only get all of the students out of that building, but now to begin the investigation into what happened, who the shooter is, why that person decided to enter the school and open fire, and of course the forensics investigation, the crime scene investigation, if you will, as to what happened in the aftermath.
I should mute it when I do that.
And let's go ahead, and as we zoom in, listen into, do we have that audio ready? Okay, let's go ahead and listen.
We wanted to come back this afternoon and present you with a little more of a timeline of the events that have taken place here today, and what we know.
I do want to apologize. I just laughed really, really loud. I wasn't laughing at the video. I was laughing because someone in the chat said something funny. So I shouldn't do that right during the press conference. But carry on, Mr. Press Conference man. You can can I play it? Or no, that's only on your end. No, you're muted. Okay, now I get it. Boomer Tech.
My signature blue headphones died just now.
Oh, that sucks.
I have Mr. Zed's on, and it's fine.
Yeah, reorder on Amazon. Yeah.
I'm so sad. I've had these headphones since I started streaming. Oh man. All right. Yes, boomer tech. My bad.
It's really weird that the answer to this problem, I don't think there's a good answer to this problem.
What's the problem?
Like school shooters.
Oh, yeah.
Like, yeah, give me your quick take, quick opinion. What's the way that you can like solve it? I mean, like with a policy or something physical. Like,
I think that allowing teachers to be armed if they want to. I'm
right.
not saying you need to arm teachers, but
Yeah.
I that if the
That would
students
help. Yeah.
knew that there's somebody there that can shoot back, it would definitely
Yeah.
help. And that's one policy, and it's not even like, the argument, the counter argument is like, well, teachers have so much to worry about already, so we shouldn't have to have them. But here's the thing, if I was a teacher, I'm already trained. I already know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel more comfortable when I'm carrying. I'm not saying teachers should be forced to carry in school. I'm saying they should have they should be allowed to if they want to.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think they should be forced to carry. Like I could think of like 20 things I could say, but like the most feasible would be like, well, one that's possible. I guess I would have the same take as you. Like I don't think it's possible to like there's not the political will. I know it's not a politics show, but like there's not the political will other than in very small pockets to like force teachers to be armed.
Well, I don't want anybody to be forced to be armed, and I'll tell you why. Think about the average high school teacher in Chicago or Michigan, wherever you're from. Think about your average, English teacher or science teacher. If they're not going out and training and know what they're doing, I don't want them to be armed.
Right.
If
yeah,
they,
well, yeah, I totally agree with that. But I have a solution for that. So this is why it's not a political show,
is
but
it
it's
a
like
final solution?
you literally fire them, and it's like much like a security job. You like would not hire. It would be a prerequisite for the job, and you just fire them, and they try. That's why there's not really the political will to do it in like a city or like anywhere other than like maybe places out west. Like people would be like down with it, but like that couldn't be a policy. I mean, disbanding public schools, arming everybody. There's a limited number of options, but I think the most feasible is the one you described. Like just allow them to. But then this would still happen. I mean, this would still happen a lot.
Well, I think it would happen less, and I think it should be sort of like the don't ask, don't tell from the military years back, where you don't tell the student. They don't know which students or which teachers are armed and which ones aren't.
Compares it to gay stuff. It's like, you know what this reminds me of? Like this really gay thing.
The military.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, thank you very much
That's
for the
good.
5 gifted members.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
Erica,
Look
amazing.
how many members? I have my first 5 members.
Do you?
I do.
I'm a member.
Screwed Up Rebellion, who's in the chat right now, gifted 5 last time, and it was awesome. So if you guys want to go over to Call Me Ignorant and get some
if somebody could link Steven's channel in the chat
or membership, right? Is that what it is?
Here's what I like about the memberships. So it
doxes people. I'm sorry to interrupt real fast, but it doxes the lurkers. It goes
does.
to people that are here but don't want to talk. So I like that too.
And I know that you don't know what it's like to have haters, but
I I know. So your haters isn't there a phrase about that, like monetize your haters?
I don't know what the phrase is, but all I'm saying is sometimes people get memberships who definitely don't want me to know that they're here lurking. Let me give Xena a treat real quick. Thank you very much, Erica. There goes Xena Beanie. She's such a good girl. Like the whole boot got a membership. Let's Oatvo. Let's Oatvo. Okay, Colin, definitely not Cromwell. Lucian, Darewolf, and Nevermind. Welcome. We're doing a game night on Saturday, by the way. All the members are welcome to come and play. There'll be a post on my community page with the link to join on Saturday.
Cool.
Back to the show.
Up to this point with the investigation. At approximately 10:20 a.m. this morning, the Bear County Sheriff's Office received alerts about reports of an active shooter and radio traffic from school resource officers concerning the same concern, or having the same concern. Within minutes, law enforcement was on scene, as well as 2 school resource officers assigned here to the school, who immediately encountered the subject within just minutes of this report going out. Once they encountered the subject immediately surrendered to these officers, and he was taken into custody. Additionally, what I want you to know as of now, there are 4 individuals who are deceased from this incident, 9 that have been taken to local hospitals with various injuries. Of those that were...
Did you say something?
I'm like dropping stuff over here. I was just saying sorry.
Oh, okay.
to the fans.
If you want me to pause it, just speak up and I'll pause it.
Cool.
Are deceased. 2 are students and 2 are teachers here at the school. The priority right now for us within this investigation is to gather all the facts, to make sure that we're accurate with it, because this is a murder investigation. As the sheriff mentioned earlier this morning, the shooter is in custody. His name is Colt, that's C-O-L-T, Gray. He is a 14-year-old student.
Wow.
Colt Gray sounds like it's a name of a character in like a romance novel or something, like with Fabio on the front cover.
Never read a romance novel. Ever.
I haven't either, but you know what you know who Fabio is?
Yeah, I do. I know what you're talking about, but I don't know what the name of a person from a romance novel would be called. It's interesting.
It sounds like the name of a character from a romance novel. That's
yeah. Strong name.
Yeah, it's a strong name. Aircraft Sparky. Thank you for being here, and thank you for the super chat. What? It's a Griftember. I'm so
Griftember? Nice.
It's Griftember. Celebrate Airathon.
I think that, okay, so I will interrupt real fast. He misspelled that. It's Griftathon. In the next chat that you see, he didn't mean, it's grift. Autocorrect, which you know something about.
Celebrate Griftathon.
Yeah.
The imaginary holiday I made up last weekend by donating to creators you appreciate. Griftathon. Last from Griftember to Griftober. Pay them now.
Yeah.
Do that, everybody.
So, is it a real event? Because I would love to celebrate that.
He said he just made it up. So yes, it's a real event.
Now. We got to establish that.
Yeah.
It's like 3rd on the list. We need like White History Month, and there's a couple others, but
exactly.
Yeah.
Griftathon, Griftober. Yeah. Griftember and Griftober. Xena, this is from Aircraft Sparky. He loves you. Here you go, Xena. There you go. That's my grift. Xena's my grift.
Oh, that was a super chat to me. Thank you very much.
Oh, it was to you?
$9.99. That was to me on Call Me Ignorant.
Give me that milk bone back. Give me the milk bone back.
Nope.
All right. Well, never mind.
So does that mean I get one, or like made it up last week? Okay. What's up?
Gotcha.
Got everybody in the chat.
I just got big sad.
Has there ever been one when they filmed like inside of the classroom while the shooting, like that people shot on it on camera?
No,
I mean,
but
like
there's during the one that Hogg guy.
Yeah.
What's his name?
David Hogg. Yeah.
David Hogg.
Parkland.
There's video of where you can hear the gunshots going off and people hiding under the desks and stuff. And also Columbine, there's not video, but there's a 911 call. Maybe I should cover Columbine, but there's a 911 call where the librarian calls 911 and
Sorry. I'm sorry. People keep super chatting me for your dog. And
Well, and because we're on the same account, I can't tell where it's going.
Oh yeah. Thank you, Demon Hunter. It says, here's one for the pretty pupper. Now I
Right.
think that we can. Yeah, well, I think we can do that. I think that's good. Thank you for the super chat, my friend.
Feel free to come on over to Katie's ad too.
Yeah, Colt Gray, huh?
Colt Gray. Let's watch it.
Here at the school, Gray. He is a 14-year-old student here at the high school. Again, he has been taken into custody. He will be charged with murder, and he will be tried as an adult. And, handled as an adult.
It's weird that they know that already, with no like due process. Like they didn't even have time to interview him yet, and they're charging him as an adult.
It might be. I mean, sometimes they just do that.
It do be like that.
In rural places, what county is it in?
Not Bartow, something Barrow County. Yeah.
I bet you that might be a county thing.
Maybe.
Yeah. Anyway,
14 seems young to charge as an adult to me.
Yeah, I think it's time. We just got to charge them like almost all within, like, unless it's like they're prepubescent, it's an adult. With murder like this, I'm not saying everything all the time, but like a little wisdom applied. Like this shit. I mean, a 14-year-old with a. I bet you this kid is like surgical with it. No one is from his name. He sounds like a country kid. I bet you he's been doing chores and shit for like a long time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's, to me, in this society today, that's an adult.
I'm wondering how you feel about the death penalty for people who commit their crime at 14 or 12 or something like that. What do you think?
You got to kill him.
Really?
Yeah. If it's like this, I mean, like if it's some sort of like, like even like drunk driving manslaughter type deal. No.
You know, there's federal laws on the books now where they can't even get life without the possibility of parole under the age of 18. Or maybe it's 17. I think it's 17.
I think for some, if this is like legit, like disclaimer, everything worked. He just walked in there and like took out in cold blood 4 people. Of course, you have to kill him. You have to.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I mean, it sucks because it's like, yeah, everyone deserves I mean, like everyone, second chances are good. We all are sinners. We all want a second chance, but it's like there are plenty of people are out there. There's plenty of people like this guy. Yeah, he would have to fry for sure.
I disagree just because of his age. I think if it was,
what's the age?
I think 16.
Okay. Why?
Because at age 14, your brain is not developed enough to make decisions that are affecting you. I wouldn't want a 14-year-old to get a tattoo either.
Yeah.
Things that are going to affect, I wouldn't want them to change their gender at 14.
What I'm really saying is, and I understand. Yeah. I don't disagree with that. What I'm saying is like a little bit of, it's really about the type of crime it is. It's like, we got to chill with this, like consistent across all standards type deal. If a kid is like this, they look at his family and he's like doing grown up stuff at home kind of, and he went and did this. That's what I'm saying. It's like I'm talking about cases of like cold-blooded murder. We can talk about all that other voting, driving.
What about 12?
I think if it's like this, yeah, no matter what the age is.
10?
Yeah, any age. Age.
There's that 6-year-old that brought a gun to school and shot his teacher. You think he should get the death penalty?
Was it like he was trying to kill his teacher?
Yeah.
Fuck
he told his
Sorry
parents.
to swear. I'm sorry to swear. I need to do push-ups. Absolutely. I would. That kid.
6-year-old.
Yeah. No matter the age.
Everybody boo Steven in the chat. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, no matter the age.
No, I don't think.
Whoever sheds man's blood, that's how it gets repaid. Then that's the command to Noah. That's the first law of the Bible. Yeah.
Absolutely.
It would suck. It would suck.
I agree with what you're saying. I also believe that even the coldest blooded murderer can get right with God and go to heaven.
Yeah, well, that's why they get
So
last rights.
well, and I also believe that a 6-year-old or 12-year-old or 14-year-old in this case should have a lifetime to figure that out.
Yeah, I mean, maybe if it's like if you talk about the population that like the really extreme,
Mhm,
like say 13 and under. For 14, I would definitely just stand by it. Like say
mhm.
13 and younger, just for the sake of it. 12, and I'll
Okay.
say because it's not a teen. The word doesn't
Mhm.
have the word teen in it. Okay, so 12 and younger, it's like they must be like confiscated by the state, and
Oh, yeah, I'm saying put them away.
if they mess up like something close to this again, then you have to. Like
Absolutely.
like yeah, I think some of it is and I don't mean to like get into necessarily like eugenics or whatever, but I think a part of it is like from birth. There's a certain number of people that are like you're spoiled like age 4. I've known people
Mhm.
and every one of them turned out to be like a murderer or like a bank robber.
Let me get to this super chat. Thank you
Yeah.
so much, Aircraft
Good
Sparky.
discussion though. Good discussion though.
Yeah, absolutely. Griftathon is for you too, Katie said. It's like Toyotathon, but you don't have the monthly car payments. Remember to celebrate
This is like AI aircraft Sparky.
during Griftember and Griftober, but you can't fit for yourself.
This is like bad AI aircraft Sparky. Like it's like a copy paste. Like
It's difficult to read.
yeah.
It's
maybe
difficult to read in general, but it was difficult to read.
I can't read. My mama knew how to read. No one knew how to read, so they showed me how to read.
Thank you, Aircraft
Now I'm a
Sparky. I
senator.
will give Xena another milk bone from you. Xena, Aircraft Sparky loves you so much. You want to shake?
I like that.
She didn't even sit up to shake.
Yeah,
What's
that's
happening?
pure. That's like when they're like an emperor, they have the big fat belly and they have like the grapes. Like they just lay there all day. So
Oh, autocorrect is a terrorist.
yeah.
Adult. We're coordinating these charges and obviously this investigation with District Attorney Brad
Put it on the big
Smith,
screen though.
who is the District Attorney for the Piedmont Judicial Circuit here.
Oh, I can do it. I'm sorry.
Since early this morning we talked with you, and since the incident occurred, numerous interviews have been taking place through our investigation with students, faculty, as well as any other witnesses that we could identify. Law enforcement had a very, very swift response to this incident once the incident was determined that there was a concern here. Those resources, whether it was in that response or throughout this investigation to assist, came obviously from the Sheriff's Office here, from other local law enforcement agencies, state law enforcement agencies, and the federal law enforcement agencies as well. To include, not to be left out, multiple EMS personnel, multiple fire personnel, and agencies. Those agencies responded here as well today, and I am extremely grateful, as I know the sheriff is, for that quick response and the partnerships of working here together with what all has gone on. Currently, from the investigative perspective, we have crime scene agents and other special agents from the GBI, from close to a dozen of our different work units from across the state that have responded here today to work on this investigation, again, collecting evidence, conducting interviews, and so forth. I do want to pass this along, that if anyone has any information that wants to be passed on concerning this investigation, that they can do that anonymously at our tip line at 1-800-597-TIPS or 1-800-597-8477. They can also report this on by downloading the See Something, Send Something app. They can be done by Android or Apple phones, either one. If they need to report any tips concerning this investigation. Let me close out before I turn this over to the sheriff and just remind you that this is still a very active investigation. There is still a lot that is very fluid. There's still a lot of interviews to be conducted. that will continue on into the night, as well as crime scene work and collecting and gathering evidence. But what is more important for me to mention here to you is my heartfelt sympathy to the parents, the students that were here today. Regardless of where they were in the school, this has got a great impact on them as well as on this community. My thoughts and prayers, along with everybody standing behind me and every law enforcement agency in this state, and many I will tell you around this country, they are in our thoughts and prayers, and we will continue with that. We ask for your patience as we continue through this, and we'll continue to try to give you as many updates with information as we can to keep you informed. But thank you for being here. I'm now going to turn it over to Bexar County Sheriff Judd Smith. Thank you.
Director, would you spell your name, please?
H-O-S-E-Y.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm Sheriff Judd Smith of the Bexar County Sheriff's Office. I never imagined that
That guy looks like his name is Judd Smith, doesn't he? Like, if I saw him on the street, I'd be like, that guy's name is Judd.
I would be speaking to the media in my career over something that happened today, the pure evil that happened today. I cannot thank the people behind me for the support they give me today, to give this office and give this staff. This hits home for me. I was born and raised here. I went to school in this school system. My kids go to this school system. I'm proud of this school system. My heart hurts for these kids. My heart hurts for our community. But I want to make it very clear that hate will not prevail in this county. I want that to be very clear and known. Love will prevail over what happened today. I assure you of that. It is very early as to what happened. Governor Kemp reached out to me and has provided me every single resource that he has to make sure justice prevails. I don't know why it happened. I may not ever know. We may not ever know. But I ask that you and our community lift up our schools, lift up our public safety, and that, again, we do not let this hateful event prevail as to what happened today. I want to thank the surrounding agencies and counties and cities and state and federal authorities that have come and provided us, because they prevented a lot of more tragic events from happening. Continue to lift up these families, continue to lift up our students and our kids, and know that love will prevail. At this time, I'm going to ask Dr. LaDuff, our school superintendent, to come and speak on behalf of the school.
Can you stop for a second? Yep. So I'm looking up this guy's background and stuff like that. He is a lifelong resident of that area.
The kid?
No, the sheriff. Excuse me. I'm sorry about that. Yeah. So the sheriff has been in that community for forever, his whole life, and he's I don't know. He seems really entrenched in the community. I guess that's, and you saw him get all emotional like that. And it was, yeah.
Well, he said he went to the school. He went to in that school district. He went to school there. So, and I imagine when he was a kid and he grew up to be the sheriff of the county he grew up in, he was thinking, this is a low crime area. It's really out in the middle of like nowhere. You know what I mean? I mean, not the middle of nowhere, but not like out on the West Coast where there's, hundreds of miles of nothingness, but it's really out there, and it's a safe, it's not Atlanta. Let's put it that way. I bet he never expected something like that.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Yeah, it's really sick what the partisan. I mean, this might be kind of like a cringe thing to say, or just I don't know, but it's so sick what the two partisan sides do with the stuff. Like especially shootings, where they spin who the shooter was to their political way, and even the ones that I agree with, it's just like all the pro-gun people are like, time to get the grift on.
Here's the thing is I'm sure if we go to Twitter right now, there's going to be people calling for bans on all guns everywhere, no exceptions. And my first thought when you said, what's the solution, is more guns.
Yeah. I mean, it clearly is. I mean, yeah, like more guns somewhere.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
I think that if there's just, it's just like any no gun zone, any, gun ban zone, whether it's, the state or the city or wherever it is, there's always more gun violence.
Yeah.
But just the fact that you don't know who's got a gun is going to help bring it down at least a little bit.
Yeah.
In my opinion, allegedly, whatever, all the caveats.
Now, I mean, do they watch all exits at all? Do they have someone outside every exit at all times at high schools?
You know how old I am? I haven't been to high school in a really long time, Stephen. I am basically elderly. So you would know better than I would. Like, did they have it?
No. Hell no. You could sneak in and out all the time.
Yeah.
So I'm saying that, like, in that way, I guess I am for a gun ban, where I just think it needs to be more heavily guarded, and then like the kids can't even take a bag in or something. Like you could have your own iPad at every single, or like everyone gets their bag searched, or you don't get in the school, like something like that.
Here's the thing too, is why do we still have textbooks at all? There's no need for it.
There's so many things you could do with a combination of technology and people. So I would want I want no guns in schools for sure, but I also want like no schools in a way.
So it's like, you want no guns in schools? Is that what you just said?
Yeah, like as in the students can have guns.
Oh, well,
like,
obviously.
Yeah,
that's already a rule.
Well, I mean, then you just need to have more people on hand to enforce it, and always be watching. Like, if you don't want to arm teachers, you just put an armed guard in every room.
In every room. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
well, at least one per hallway or something like that.
Yeah.
When I was in school, I went to high school, well, all school, except for college in Chicago.
Yeah. Chicago address.
Yeah, actual, not suburbs, like actual Chicago. And I went to a private school, so we didn't have this at my school. But when I was in high school, they started putting in metal detectors in the public high schools in the area that I grew up in. And at the time, I'm like, that's like, it sounded like an airport. This was before there was TSA at airports, by the way. So
pre 9/11.
Yeah. Wait, like really, really pre 9/11, but yeah, definitely
more than 10 years. Like, what year do you think? I mean, I don't mean like give me a range. Like was it like
I graduated high school in 95?
Okay, that's not way pre. I mean, that's still like, yeah. But people started like going psycho in mass in like the early 90s. So that's pretty.
When was Columbine? Columbine was
like 94, 93. No, I wasn't 5. I think I was like, I think it was like 99. Yeah.
Let's find out.
I'm usually good at this game. Okay, if I'm really guessing, 96. If I'm really guessing.
Should we ask the chat to guess? They probably already know.
99, the winner.
April 20th. My uncle's birthday.
That's my uncle's birthday too, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, it was my uncle's birthday. It happened on. We always had German chocolate cake on that day.
Do you really say my uncle's? That's fantastic. That's
Well, when we sing. You know, my family has a special birthday song. It's Happy Birtle Diddle. I don't know if you've ever heard it. I don't know if you've been around for my birthday, but and we would sing Happy Birthday, Uncle A. Like on that day.
That is crazy. That is crazy. That's like awesome. I shouldn't give like a big take on that, but like that is based 99. Yeah. So they like filmed some of it, right? Like, are they filmed like them talking about it beforehand? Like they did a little like, mini documentary, right?
They filmed them talking about it ahead of time. They filmed them going out into the woods. I don't think it was an actual shooting range, but they went out to the wilderness and were shooting the guns and filmed it. But what I was saying is on tape is there was a 911 call placed to 911, obviously, by a librarian in the school library, and you can hear the gunshots and students screaming and people dying in the background.
Wow.
So
that is crazy.
And this is not like Columbine was not the first one. There was one in the 70s where the girl was like across the street from the school and was taking out kindergartners.
Yeah, that's when it gets really dark. I mean,
really dark.
I mean, and I like if you wanted to go like a little deeper level on the debate or whatever. I'm not saying like if one wants to do that, think about this. It's like a 10-year-old killing a bunch of 2-year-olds. Like it's even more heinous. And it's like that's why it's like my gut reaction is like if they commit this type of crime, they have to get the death penalty. And then we can talk about exceptions to the rule. That's what I'm really saying.
10-year-old should ever have the death penalty in no circumstances.
Do you think they should be taken forever, like by the state?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Life in prison. That's fine.
In a way, the same thing. I mean, in one way, it's obviously not, but in another way, it's like so they should be wards of the state for life.
Here's my view on it. Here's my take. Yes, they should be wards of the. I don't think they need to be really. Well, I mean, it's case by case basis, obviously. Yeah. But the reason I don't
saying 12 and under. The rule should be they're a ward of the state for life.
Well, not necessarily, but that could be. It depends on, like I said, case by case basis. But the reason why I would not advocate for the death penalty for someone that age is because the most important judgment is the judgment by God. And I think that most people don't really come into their full beliefs until
like spiritual being. Oh, okay. Yeah.
And I think that any human that is made in the likeness of God should have an opportunity to step into that light before we kill them.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Because of their age. But I mean, that's an argument for being anti-death penalty in the first place.
No.
Anyone can do that.
I'm not.
People get saved when they're 95.
I totally understand. But a child, like I went to church as a child. I was, I had a baptism and a confirmation. I'm Catholic, so it's a little different from other Christian religions. But I don't think I became like I believed it as a child in the same way I believed in Santa Claus as a child because this is what I was told to be true. But as an adult, I learned that Santa Claus is not real, and I confirmed my belief in my own head.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying that like that. Anyway, that debate might be for the kitchen sometime.
Oh no!
Yeah, just so we can.
Okay.
Yeah, let's keep watching this stuff. But I understand what you're saying. Yeah. Can I actually
I'm Dallas Duff. I'm the super.
Something in the chat, like. In another word, if you read what Cool Clearwater just said, the other thing is like
you can put it up on the screen, by the way.
The parents get the death penalty. Something like that. The dad gets the death penalty. The kid becomes a ward of the state forever. But it's like that is someone messed up bad there.
Disagree. I don't think that
I
disagree with Cool Clearwater. I think that a child should not have to pay for the sins of their father, and I believe that a father should have to pay for the sins of their child. That is
true. That is definitely true. That's definitely what the idea that I'm having here is like totally against the Bible. That's in the Bible.
I know.
Yeah. Yep. Can't do it. Good point.
Superintendent of the Bexar County school system.
I want to thank the Bexar County Sheriff's Office and all of our law enforcement partners for their swift response today, along with that of our staff. I'd also like to thank our community for their response and patience as we work to reunify the students with their families here today and secure the rest of our school campuses. Our schools will be closed for the remainder of this week as we cooperate fully with law enforcement to get answers to the many questions that we all have about this incident here today. But as we are closed, our central offices will remain open, where we will have grief counseling available for our community every day this week and thereafter as we support each other through this terrible event. In closing, I just want to say to our community, as a school system, we are here for you, we support you, and we are ready to get you any support that you may need as we grieve through this together. Thank you.
I think there's going to be one more speaker.
Can you pause it for just 1 second, and I'll share this interesting thing real fast.
Okay.
Entire screen. Also share system audio. Beep beep. All right, check this out.
Did he ever say anything?
No, he never really talked. He was pretty quiet. He wasn't there most times. Either he just didn't come to school or he just would skip class. But even when he would have talked, it was one-word answers or just short statements.
You told me off camera you weren't surprised that he would be the shooter. Why is that?
Just because when you think of like shooters and how they act or things that they do, it's usually the quiet kid or like that's a stereotype for it to be, and he was the one that fit that description in our class.
Dang. That's crazy. Yeah, I mean it's the incel type.
It is, and I oh, you know what? When you're sharing your whole screen, it echoes. That's why you got to share one tab at a time. I forgot about that.
Snap! That's
okay
for some people. People are complaining. Sorry.
No. I heard myself.
Oh, so I got it. I understand. Yep.
I was gonna say something.
Incel archetype. Yeah, incel build for the school shooter type. There's like the black build, the Asian build, and
true.
It's like choose your character, right? Choose your fighter.
They always say that about the shooters, though. Like it's that exact type almost every time, right? They said the same thing when you saw the interviews about the guy who shot Trump. His classmates were saying the exact same thing. When you even look back all the way to Columbine, those kids were saying the same thing about Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold. I think those were the name.
Yeah, that's like yeah. I think I don't remember. I was doing those at the time.
All right, let's watch this last speaker.
Riveting content, by the way. Is it playing?
Yeah. Oh, no. Is it not?
No.
Oh, because you took my screen away.
Oh, I took your screen away.
That's okay. I can put it back.
I understand. Okay.
They're given an education or entitled to an education and want to harm others. To me, it's hateful.
Sheriff, can you talk about the initial interaction between whoever was able to stop the shooter? Can you describe that to us? How did it go down? What exactly happened to us?
Obviously, the shooter was armed, and our school resource officer engaged him. And the shooter quickly realized that if he did not give up, that it would end with an OIS, or an officer-involved shooting. He gave up, got on the ground, and the deputy took him into custody.
Sheriff, any idea how the weapon got inside the school? And was there any warning that this was going to happen?
Not that I'm aware of. Again, very early, and we're still looking into that, whether or not, or how he obtained it and how he got it into school.
Anyone in touch at all with his parents or his family?
All right, here's a question for you. Do you remember that one that happened in Michigan, I believe it was, where...
Oxford, yep.
Yeah. So do you think the parent should have been charged in that case?
No, it really has nothing to do with I mean, I don't know. I don't know the details on it. So I don't know, but I'm just saying if I was just doing the hypothetical of if you got a freaking 5-year-old that is shooting up a school, someone messed up in a big way. I don't know and it's if you let a yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know. It's all hypothetical. So I don't know.
There
If you
are
get to the
people that
point
are
where your 5-year-old is like murderous, I mean, like this type of shit, like not like they got into their gun cabinet and like, I mean, a murderous, like serial killing 5-year-old is scary to me. Like, if they got that way, someone messed up. That's the premise of what I'm saying. That's it.
Where is that?
And I don't know how to
coming
dole
from?
that out, if at all.
Do you hear music playing? There's
Nope.
music coming from somewhere. You don't
Is
hear
it
it?
good? I mean, no, nowhere.
All right, it's
You got
fine.
another tab?
I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. It's that, but that's like, this is not like a philosophy debate channel like that. To really get into that, you got to go like, 10-minute, with a clock type deal. It's really complex. So,
well, here's what I'm saying about the
it's not a bunch of cool, clear water over here.
The Michigan one, those parents were found guilty. Basically, the TLDR is that they bought the kid a gun, but and he was 16 or something like that, and they kept it locked up, and he went in and took it. Same thing with the Sandy Hook one, allegedly, whatever, is that he took it, like, he wasn't allowed to have the gun, but the parents didn't make sure it was locked up good enough for him not to get it.
I mean, I would charge them, but obviously not with murder. I would get like child, like I would, how like when you're negligent of your
they
child.
charge them with like accessory to murder or something.
No,
like
hell no. No.
It's crazy.
Like I'm saying, like you should have them have a child, like a social worker for like 5 years that does checks on them. Like and it should be like a fine or like a criminal type, like a probation officer, but like, no, not murder. No, it should just be the kid.
That's what I think too.
Yeah. It should just be the kid. No, I think it's a white dude, Eric Smith. I think it's a guy named Colt Gray. But the reason I'm saying Colton, by the way, this is another fun fact. Not very fun. One of the kids involved with the shooting, like on the victim end, was named Colton Gray.
Oh, okay.
So
were they they weren't related?
I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't say they were or they weren't.
In towns like that, there's last names that are just there's roads around my area where when I worked at that eye doctor office, there's patients that come in because they've just been here forever and it's just a family name that's specific to that area. So that could be one of those names from that area.
The tweet I just read actually in the last 10 minutes has been corrected. The reports that Colton Gray, the other student, was involved are inaccurate.
Oh, okay.
So sorry for the fake news. You are fake
news.
You
are fake news.
Sad.
About what led up to these moments?
We have.
Any information you can share?
No.
What kind of weapon was
It seems like you have a large Hispanic population. Have you been able to communicate with the people in their language to make sure that everybody knows what's happening?
Yes, sir, I have. The school and our office has people that speak in Spanish, and they have spoke to those folks as well. Yes.
Sheriff, is the shooter speaking with the law enforcement now?
Sorry.
Is the shooter talking, and is he saying why?
The shooter was interviewed, and he was speaking with our investigators earlier, along with the GBI.
How does that helping the sheriff?
It is helping our investigation.
Sheriff, reports of threatening calls perhaps made to the school prior to the shooting. Is that accurate?
None that I'm aware of.
Were all 9 injured victims shot?
In some capacity, yes.
Sheriff, can you tell us about the 2 individuals deceased and was one targeted?
We don't know of any targets at this point.
Sheriff, what kind of weapon was used? Have you identified the weapon?
We have not identified that at this point, no.
Sheriff, is there a connection?
This is the last question I'm going to take.
Sheriff, is there a connection between the shooter and the victims?
None that I'm aware of.
Was the shooter a student here at the school?
I know that you have a lot of questions about the student and that we mentioned that we identified earlier. Keep in mind that that's part of our investigation, that we're looking into every aspect of that individual, his connection here at the school. Obviously, as I mentioned earlier, he was a student here. So as part of our investigation, we're looking into all aspects, current and prior, involving that individual.
Can you tell us how many rounds fired? He is a student.
Can you stop for 1 second?
Do what?
Yeah, we don't need to listen to their questions. He doesn't have the answers.
One of the reasons that I'm like, I do think psyop sometimes about these things. This one seems really believable and seems like I'm not like a truther on this one or like a contrarian on this one. But when they like, aren't you supposed to say like allegedly or something? I'm not saying like you have to say it every 2 seconds, but like everyone's like, it's the shooter. He's the shooter. This is the shooter. And this is the official dude that they're just like, there's no like, I don't believe in this system, but this system is supposed to believe in the system, and it's supposed to be like innocent until proven guilty.
True.
And they're just like, it's the shooter. He's the shooter. Everyone's like, and there's no, unless he's pled guilty. I mean, unless he's confessed to it, maybe that's it.
He may have,
did
but
an interview,
also I believe that this is Winder, Georgia. I'm sorry, Winder, Georgia. And I think that these folks have not been through something like this before where they've had to say allegedly.
But I'm also saying, I'm over here on Twitter, like people in the media are saying it, like people that have done this for years. No one's saying like suspected shooter.
Maybe he's already confessed.
Yeah, but it's like that part is weird to me. That I'll just say that. I don't mean to go all conspiracy, but that's just weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, you can watch the rest if you want.
Like and then we'll wind
the shooter is a student. Yes.
When can we expect?
We do not know how many rounds.
Director, has that shooter had any past history of law enforcement?
For now, this is the information that we have. It is an active investigation. I assure you, we do plan to come back out here in a couple of hours. Please make sure you're following the GBIX page. That's where we're going to be putting the updates. If there's anything that's new, we'll make sure that we share that information. It's still very early. Investigators have a lot of work to do. We appreciate your patience. Do expect another in-person news conference out here in the next few hours. Monitor the X page, and we will be sure to update you accordingly. Thank you.
And that's the on x.com.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. I did find some tweets and stuff real quick, just in this news article.
Yeah.
So this is the one I wanted to watch.
Single file line down this aisle right here after this deputy. Hurry up now, come on, let's go.
What the?
We got a whole school to get.
Just say what the? That would be you if you were at a school shooting. What the?
Evacuated people.
Yo! That would probably be it.
Just move with purpose. Come on.
I just wanted to look at this one too, because it looks like this is a parent or something like that.
But the early information that we've gotten is that at least one victim was shot, transported to the hospital, condition unknown, and a gunman is in custody.
And we also know we have our crews on the scene. You just heard from Fox 5's Brooks Honor.
Shot a teacher.
There we go.
And then
her son. Take a listen.
My son texted me and said someone shot a teacher, and then he just said they were on lockdown, and then the school said that we can come get them, but then my son said that 4 people got hurt.
So can I ask something real fast?
Yeah.
Okay, because I do want to do a show at some point where I like run my thoughts through the filter of a different person, and especially someone with like PR. You know, some sort of like public, decorum. Let me tell you, I'm going to run a tweet by you.
Okay.
And also in the chat, we'll poll the chat. Okay. So this is a standard Twitter joke format. Okay. Well, I shouldn't even say that. I'll just read it. See, I gave it away by saying it was a joke, but them. And these are quotes from them and us. Okay. Them. No wonder the school shooter survived. In parentheses, whites get treated better by the police. Okay. Us. No wonder the school shooter survived. In parentheses, we're just better at living.
So what is the question?
Is that appropriate to tweet? Like, is that appropriate? Is that like, if you saw that on a job interview, if you like knew my Twitter, is that uncouth chat
appropriate? Let's
is
do
that
a Twitter poll.
Like cancelable from normal society?
I just started a poll, on my channel.
Please, start a poll. Yeah, that'd be great. Is that cancelable or?
The question is that appropriate? So answer yes or no. Go over to Katie Zed on YouTube and answer yes or no. And while you're there, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the like button. I appreciate it. While they're answering, I wanted to pull up the demographics of Winder, Georgia.
Oh, did I just unshare your screen again? I'm sorry about that.
No,
just
you
say
didn't.
it. Oh, okay.
Why
Can we
is it
both do
not?
it?
Oh, maybe you did.
Yeah, I just did. So here's the tweet, just for the poll real fast. I'll pull it off the screen in a second.
Okay.
And I would like to. So go over to Katie Zed on YouTube and fill out this poll. I would like to. Is this cancelable? Like, no. Okay. I mean, because there's a few different angles. Number one, is it, in your opinion, should it be canceled? But more, what I'm saying is, in your opinion, would it be canceled? Like everyone knows kind of the air of corporate, polite PC America.
Yeah.
You saw this, I was trying to get hired or something like that. I'm not really doing that right now, but I'm saying, like,
I'm not really
hire the person that tweeted this 10 hours.
I'm not going to give my opinion until the poll has ended.
Yeah, I want to hear. Let's do the chat and then.
All right.
Too soon. Okay. When is soon enough? When is not too soon is the question then. Just in your opinion, pretty good at living. I mean, it's kind of funny.
It is kind of funny.
It's kind of. Oh, I'm in this deal now. Sorry.
Let's see. Pop out chat.
I'm bad.
So right now we're at 50-50. So more people are going to need to vote.
What's the vote count? Like, how many have voted?
6 people, really?
3-3.
Can we get more than 6 people, please? Thanks.
Yeah, I would vote. I want to see what the people say. I think it probably will be, well, and think about in the real world, not on the internet. Think about like
real world.
Yeah.
IRL. We're at 57 yes, 43 no. If you're on Steven's channel, go over for a second.
Also, will abide by results of poll.
Yeah.
Will abide. If it went, whatever happens. But it's so good. But honestly, here's the silver lining. There's going to be another one of these. Sorry, that had to do that joke too. Yeah, there's going to be another like white incel like that lives. So, I can save it in the back pocket.
Oh, yeah. I think it'd probably be better if there was a shooting where nobody actually died. Like there was one recently. You didn't even hear about it probably. I heard about it, a blip on the screen where there was a shooting, I think in Colorado in the last couple of months where there was a school shooting and nobody died. So 67% say appropriate, 70%, 70 to 30 now say appropriate.
Say appropriate. Okay.
Yes.
70 to 30. Okay.
Yep.
All right, I'll go ahead and take it off the screen if you want to reshare and get whatever I don't remember what you were saying earlier, but
I was gonna just take a look at the demographics of Winder because I'm not as familiar. It's on the other side of town, so
more like whiter Georgia.
So the population is 18,000 in Winder,
okay.
so it's a small town.
Yeah, not tiny, but yeah, they got a little downtown area.
Yeah, 58% white, 20% African American.
Really?
So it is a little more.
Yeah, it's getting magical,
diverse than where I live.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Is that? What's your? I guess if we're triangulating statistics, someone could find you if you say. But like, what's your?
Let's take a look. I think I'm at like 80% or something like that. I'm not going to put it on screen, obviously, but let me take a look.
Okay, I'm tweeting it, guys.
Well, I want to know the demographics of the area that you live in too, then.
I don't exactly live right now. Like
the place where you own a home. How about that?
Yeah, that's that. I think it's like 84. 80. I think it's something like 84.
Wikipedia. All right. So my town is it's more diverse than it was when I moved here. I'll tell you that much. 67%. 11% African American.
Dang, 87%. That is that's insane.
Here's the thing. The African American population hasn't gone up, but the Asian population has gone way up. I'm at almost 5% Asian.
Yeah, tech. 5% Asian, huh?
Yeah. 4 point, yeah.
Yeah, where I live, where I own a home, that's like unheard of. I mean, if like say you got 1,000 people, like you're going to interact with 1,000 people, and 870 of them, or sorry, 10,000, and 870 of them are white. That would be an awesome time. That's what I'm really stumbling over my words for. Like that's a great strong number.
Yeah.
So it's like, what's your numbers there? At yours?
Well, also keep in mind, I live in unincorporated, my town's name, so I'm not actually in these statistics.
The restraint.
Yeah.
The restraint necessary there.
67.67% white, 11% even on the African American, 4.36% Asian, and 5.2% other. And then a bunch of other little like 0.1% or whatever.
Yeah.
What was I going to say?
But yeah, I mean, unfortunately, many must die.
The
that's kind of the good.
The population of my town is almost the same. What did I say this town was? 18,000. I have in my town 35,000. Jeez, I got to get out of here.
Bye. Yeah.
There was when I bought my house, 10,000 people here.
Yeah. It's highway time for sure. That's you know The Walking Dead is set in Atlanta.
I do know that.
And like that would be you for sure.
The Walking Dead.
That would yeah.
All right. That's it. We're done.
We're done. Okay. Do we shill stuff or do we keep talking or what?
No, we're gonna
now that we're streaming, I want to go for like 7 hours.
I thought you wanted to do an hour and be done.
No. I mean, was that my idea?
I have plenty of Crimeland tabs. I could just go to one tab and pull stuff up.
I got like 20 minutes, something like that.
Real quick, let's go over what we're doing this month first. First of all, tomorrow night, Many Such Cases. We've renamed our show. We've totally stolen.
Yeah, that's a great name. That's a great name. That's a great channel name. I mean, like, that is a good channel name.
I am changing the Friday Night Crime. Everything that was Friday Night Crime is now Many Such Cases.
Nice. That's a great crime. Sometimes when it just works, it works. When I saw that, I was like, chef's kiss for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tomorrow night, Many Such Cases. As you know, I do a show once a month with my friend Karen, number 2. By the way, I think you and I should stream more together because when we stream together a lot, it runs more smoothly. Not that it wasn't smooth tonight, but it could have been better.
Yeah.
But you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like with number 2, and I stream with KFAR a lot, and there's just you need to do reps, is all I'm saying. So we should do at least quarterly, 4 times a year.
Quarterly.
We can do once a month too. Either way.
Cool.
I mean, you're not doing the monthly Rumble anymore.
I know.
So.
Yeah, I know.
You have an open slot.
Well, okay.
What do you have coming up?
What do I have coming up? I'm streaming Friday. What I've been doing while being on hiatus is streaming for more than 4 or 5 hours at a time. Last time was 6, but we're going for like 6 till midnight. On Friday, music, politics, culture, commentary, going through, stuff on the timeline, things like that. Call-ins if someone wants to call in, things like that. So that's Friday. Do I have anything else going on? I'm in a transitional phase, so I think I'm going to have a new studio built out in about a month. Music
or podcast?
Both.
Okay.
A little bit of both.
And you're building that in a different state?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know if you're announcing where you're going.
I'm not. I'm keeping it hush hush, but you'll know in private.
I know.
So you can just wait.
That's
for like
why I said another
you'll
state
get to know.
And not.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm doing a game night on Saturday night. What are you doing? You want to play trivia with us?
I can't. I cannot. I have plans that night. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Sorry. I should come around more, but yeah, I will eventually.
Yeah.
What's the game? Is it like GeoGuessr or whatever? Or?
No, we're gonna do here. I'll show you. It's fun. It's called Dumb Criminals.
Okay.
And it's basically a true or false where I read out a crime and then you just decide if it really happened or if it's made up for this game.
That's a cool game. Yeah.
And
yeah, I
Life
mean,
to the Max got this for me, but
can I clarify real fast? The weekly Rumble is not over. I don't know where anyone got that from. But...
No, the monthly Rumble, I said.
Oh, you're saying the monthly thing.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, because
you're doing the weekly Rumble.
A little someone named Life to the Max is freaking out in the chat right now because of that statement. So
I said monthly.
Yeah, see, everyone is convinced that the weekly Rumble has ended now.
I said monthly. I'm almost positive.
Take it up with the chat. I mean,
go to the replay.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, quarterly would be sweet. You got to find some crime or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah. We're going to reshoot our Leo Frank episode as well.
Are we? Okay. Yeah.
That was your idea.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah.
Let's cover it again. What's the other one that happened really recent? Like there's some anniversary coming up. 14. Anyway.
You should come on when I do the football crimes.
Oh, I'd love to. Yeah, I'd love to. Yeah. I love the sports stuff.
You know what else we should okay. Plans in the chat. This is not the chat, but here's what I think we should do. We should do both of our channels, but we'll do it back to back, not at the same time. But we can do the football crimes on my channel, and then the both of us go directly over to your channel and do the review of all the halftime shows.
Oh, I forgot about that video. I have like 3 hours poured into that video.
Yeah.
So I still have like the template for that. That would be a good video. Like,
I think so too.
Yeah, that would take a lot of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it'd be worth it.
But you like to stream for like 8 hours at a time anyway, so.
Oh, you're saying just do it live?
Do it live.
Oh, I was saying like you cut it up and you like write something like script type deal and like make it like a produced video.
I mean, we could record it live and then you can cut it up or whatever. But I'm saying having a non-musical, just audience member reaction to it and also a musician's reaction to it.
Yeah,
I think would be good, right?
Music appreciator. I think that would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
So Super Bowl is usually in February, right? So we'll do that in February.
Right. You do it around the time of the Super Bowl. But is it cringe to do it with like a total e-girl? Like get an e-girl on the show? Shouldn't I get like a fellow bro that like knows sports and stuff like that? No,
you want differing perspectives. I think.
I've been hearing about those. I've been hearing about those things lately. I'm not sure what to think about them.
Sky King was in August, I believe. August 3rd? Yeah. August 6th?
I had to take that off my calendar. August 10th. I will always remember. 10th. But I had to take that off of my Google calendar.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like celebrating a guy killing himself. You know, I don't know. There's something.
I just wanted to cover it as a crime show, and then I'm not going to do it like every year or anything like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did you by any chance watch any of the Eric Rudolph show that I did?
I did not.
He's another one that I think you would be interested in.
He's the one I'm thinking about. The guy who was like kind of based.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. He's the one I was thinking about, not the Unabomber, Eric Rudolph. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did know some things about his ideals or whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I know I told you when we were at Patriot Jam, I was reading the book at the time. And I think you would enjoy. It's a good read. I think you would enjoy it.
Very cool. Yeah. So. What was his like? Yeah. What was his general TLDR worldview?
Well, he blew up abortion clinics and gay nightclubs.
Right. Well, I mean, like,
and the reason
he was anti-gay.
Yeah, he was Christian. He did bomb the Olympics because of globalism and the fact that corporations were trying to like create this globalist society.
Really?
Which is why he targeted the Olympics. So
whoa. Yeah, disavow the actions, but the man,
for sure,
the man lives on. He lives on in our hearts.
I said the same thing. It's kind of like I really got the sense, you know, when you read the Unabomber manifesto, where you're like, I disagree with obviously blowing up stuff, but
he's brilliant. Yeah,
the ideas in his manifesto are very interesting and thought-provoking.
Yeah.
Same thing with Eric Rudolph.
Yeah.
So
did Eric Rudolph have like a manifesto? That deal?
He wrote a book.
It was just a book. It was just a book.
It's like a 236-page book. Yeah.
For some reason, I don't picture a manifesto to be in a book. I picture on like parchment paper, like scribbled in the woods. Yeah, so it's like the what's it called? The Unabomber Manifesto is also just a book. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's not.
I picture like
long
scrolls,
though, right?
like he's unrolling scrolls. Like I don't know why. It's just weird.
How long is the manifesto? I don't remember it taking me
I
like
think it's
2
like
weeks
100,
to read.
120 pages.
Oh, okay.
It
So,
would
yeah,
be
it's a book
bound.
too.
Like, yeah, you would bind it for sure. It might be a little less, but
Also
I think,
a book.
Yeah, it's a book.
So
yeah, but he has other stuff too. Have you ever done that? Have you ever done the Unabomber?
I haven't.
Oh, that would be I would come on for that one. That would be
down for
really
that?
cool. Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah, because we could talk about his ideas and stuff.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, we'll
You should
plan it.
definitely do the Unabomber. That would be a great episode.
Somebody, whoever's here, take notes for me. Life to the max. Let me know what we're gonna do. Take notes, please.
True.
I need a secretary.
Yeah, Life to the Max would be perfect.
As a
I'll bet you that she could get like a full-time job being like like if you have like 6 clients
Yeah,
that are
just
big
writing
YouTubers.
stuff down.
Yeah.
Writing down my ideas. Please.
You could totally
Yeah.
make a living doing that.
Oh, for sure. Uncle Ted.
He was like wait a minute, we'll talk about that when we do the show, but no, that's not my that's my smarter, more like neurotic uncle. I'm talking about a different uncle. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, we'll have to do the Unabomber in the winter so we can both wear hoodies and sunglasses.
Okay. Yeah.
And actually, we both have those aviator sunglasses that are famous for that sketch of him.
Yeah, gotcha. You know who you should do? Who I just thought about? It'd be a kind of a funny gimmick because you already did a form of this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I got to tell you off air because last one was a surprise too, and I like semi ruined it. So I'll tell you off air. Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right. So coming up tomorrow, many such cases on the 7th, which is Saturday, game night. On the 8th, which is Sunday afternoon, 4:30. You can always find me Sunday afternoons at 4:30 right here on this channel, Katie Zed, on YouTube and Rumble. We're going to cover Dahlia DiPolito. Have you heard of Dahlia?
No, I've not.
She's an idiot.
Okay.
She hired a undercover police officer to kill her husband, and the police department that it happened to be filming the TV show Cops at the time.
Really?
Yes.
I love that. That's a great story. Cool.
Yeah. So we're going to go over that on Sunday. And go ahead and check out, I should have had your channel pulled up.
Call me ignorant.
You should have your channel pulled up. Put the
I
link in
kind
the
of
chat.
do, or someone did.
I can get you it pretty quickly.
I should have pulled up, but I don't. I'm sorry.
You really should.
Yeah.
I got it.
So I won the poll, by the way, 73%. All you said was, "Is that appropriate?" I actually like those type of very open-ended ones more.
Oh yeah.
Just gut reaction. Is that appropriate? So thank you for helping with my Twitter feed. No one has liked the tweet, which is
it's because I'm on air right now. I'll like it in a second. Go over to Call Me Ignorant. I put the link in the chat, and right now, my friend Kfar is streaming. So go over to his chat and just tell him it's a Katie Zed raid. I'm going to put that link right here.
Yep, raid apologist.
You don't even have to stay if you don't want to, although he's a good guy. He's interesting. So go over there, please, in his live chat right now and tell him it's a Katie Zed raid. I appreciate it. I appreciate you, Stephen. That's it. That's the show.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
We'll see you later. Bye.